were the bans to come through last time, and so far we have fully mirrored bans. Is the Tristana Jax going to be enough to change the outcome of this game?
I would say, I would go as far as safe to me, based on the, obviously the draft is the same for T1 here, but the side of Guangdong Freaks, I like the...
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, onto the Rift for game number 2. Bulldog is training his dragon. Is there actually going to be a live action How to Train Your Dragon? I think I saw something about
yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like a thing.
Charge up that explosion onto Faker. Fair bit of damage here. He did have access to the rapid fire as well, so those autos coming out in swift fashion. Very nicely done by the Tristana to win out on the trade, even though he did take a fair bit of damage.
And you mentioned this earlier. Hold up. Doo-doo. Okay. No flash.
So Zeus going for a bit of an all-in, but the flash does come through. Winter's Wrath comes down as well as they dive on top. Permafrost going to be there, and that is Youngjae picking up first blood. Very nicely done. Bit of a turnaround here for the Guangdong Freaks as they get the heal out on the bottom side, though. T1 able to fight back, at least down here. Gets up some minions here as Dudu is on a merry jaunt. Will be able to at least leap strike away. And Zeus doesn't look too interested in going for any sort of a solo kill or anything like that. Doesn't have flash, doesn't have very much mana, and so just isn't really interested. Poppy making her way back towards his top side as well as Youngjae will join the fight.
Really important that Owner is here. He is reading this so well, and Youngjae has no vision of this.
Yeah, 0 mana available for Zeus, but will the Poppy be the difference maker as he tries to leap strike away? The ult comes forward, but Dudu's in so much trouble. Youngjae, I don't think he can do it alone. And Owner in perfect position. Bulldog getting aggressive, and he solo kills Faker.
Faker's Azir nonetheless here.
Thing like that. Of course, T1 still holding their own just fine, but it was a little bit on fire in game number 1, as now Faker, with this flash still available, might lose it here as Emperor's Divide is going to be thrown out, and there is a flash forward. Faker going to be able to avoid the Glacial Prison. Used his flash though, as you can see, Bulldog going to stick around. Faker is on an excursion, and he will die. And Bulldog's going to be able to collect the kill here as Dudu fighting once again, but maybe he shouldn't. But it's Dudu, he's going to fight. That is the way of the Dudu. And maybe it's just going to be an error, as Dudu does not manage to get the counter-strike. Gets the body slam out from Zeus, though.
Picks up some kills or some additional plates. It'll be an even trade. Looking for the opportunity.
Yeah, Taeyun going to get that ultimate off as the final chapter comes down. Owner taking so much damage as Taeyun keeping himself alive for now. The flash forward. And the devastating blow is going to come down, and then Jun, nothing he can do about this. Tries to sneak into the brush, but GUMAYUSI just going to take him down there. And very swift couple of kills.
I mean, Tristana has 2 kills in mid. Faker died twice, but this is once again the menace that is Aphelios with Emilio on his back. He can do so much from so long away, and Owner sets it up. Now, 2 kills going to the Poppy, only 1 to the Aphelios so far in this game, but still, this is a massive lead that you just...
Out these ultra mega fire kicks and get rid of them as Zeus throwing Dudu around.
Yeah, and on the bottom side, that was a great play from Keria. Both flashes down now, unfortunately for the T1 bottom side, but we'll still be able to try to turn this into a Drake. I think it might be a bridge too far. Guma alone?
Yeah, and Taeyun going to run after him. He does find the ultimate with the Severin, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The healing going to be there. And Taeyun and Jun, they managed to find him sleeping a little bit, as Keria had left him alone.
Yeah, Keria
comfortable as this Gragas in the lane. As I've seen this one before as well, as Taeyun is chasing after them. Teleport to come forward. Keeper's Verdict is channeled as Youngjae is going to spot him out. That is going to be the Melio falling down. Still, GUMAYUSI kind of terrifying. Yeah. As he offers a lot of damage back, but still, it's a victory for the Guangdong Freaks.
And this is what I was talking about in the draft. You know, maybe you run this one back. Maybe this time you don't actually give those 2 kills over when you go for the hard commit bottom side. They do hard commit, and yes, Owner is there, but he doesn't come up with anything.
Taeyun skating in as GUMAYUSI now in never mind. GUMAYUSI just going to kill him. GUMAYUSI now going to kill the cat, and
Taeyun is losing his mind as well in the player cam. Look at him, he just cannot believe that he's just thrown that massive lead that they just picked up right into the dumpster.
Yeah.
He was the funnel and he put it above the dumpster and he was like, I'm putting my lead right in here.
Yeah.
Because that was a play that you could make to try to get further ahead and maybe pick things back. And then this is Guma's reaction.
왜 박았다 했네?
They're
He's
jumping
like,
on
they're
me.
coming on me, and LOL. Okay, let's see if Zeus can get out of this one.
Yep, Everfrost is pretty good there as they get the teleport out as Dudu. Yeah, that's basically 1v2, and now Faker is going to be able to finish that one off. Fun on Freaks kind of falling apart at the seams.
It's a frustrating state of affairs because it's not the first time we've seen Kwangdo make a great play into either doing nothing with it or just doing the wrong thing with it. In this case, just completely overextending down there on the bottom side. And now the other play top side backfires. They're going to get a turret out of this.
And Jun says, no, I'm going back. I need the experience. He will be able to get it. Bulldog is at least.
This is not a fight I think you can take without a miracle exchange.
Well, let's see what they can actually do about this one as Bulldog taking a bit of damage. There is a great ultimate out from Carrier. It nullifies the Glacial Prison beautifully as the final chapter is going to come through, but I have a feeling T1 are going to write the actual one.
I mean, a lot of damage here for Taeyun, but there's no
Bulldog
kills.
going to have to flash get himself out of this one. There is the fadeaway Moonlight Vigil, and the final shot from these Sand Soldiers will get rid of the Tristana. And now, Ultra Mega Fire Kick comes in. Another campfire going to be set up here as Taeyun. Can you actually find your moment? Emperor's Divide is going to find Dudu there, and nothing really going to come of it as now Taeyun, he's pressed his ultimate, and it looks like T1, they just don't want to try and fight this. They're just not going to risk it. They're taking off one at a time. Young Jay looking to try and get out of here, but there is the Flash Heroic Charge. And the Cat not going to escape this one. Going to interrupt the you and me, and it's another double for GUMAYUSI.
It's an ace.
Yeah, that should be Faker locking down the final kill here.
Unofficial, maybe?
Potentially, as there we go. Ace comes through, and it's Ona that collects it with a buckler to the back of the head.
And, I mean, this is off of trying to hard force a Rift Herald. It's second Herald of the game. And, I mean, your composition has great side lane scaling aspects. You have a Zeri here.
Okay, is now Bulldog going to dive on top of Faker yet again. Of course, Explosive Charge kind of good when your opponent builds a crown, but not when he's mega fed. I guess he's not that fed, but still, when he's got a Gragas that can turn up and just take down any sort of threat, he's going to be absolutely fine.
And now this is going to be the Baron going over. All it takes is one failed attempt from the Tristana, and that is going to be your push-to-win condition here as T1.
Well, Keeper's Verdict going to be used onto the Sejuani as well. That will guarantee the Baron is now Jun. Oh no! He was separated. Emperor's Divide is going to throw the Jax into the meat grinder. And now Youngjae also going to be snared up here, slowed down by the barrel as Zeus is chasing after him. He does have a cask, and he is going to throw it. Gets the flash out at least from the Sejuani.
I mean, Yuumi, a champion normally that has some of the lowest deaths in terms of supports because you're always attached, you're always untargetable. Taeyun.
Okay, well, he's looking to try and escape from this one. Goes on a little bit of a journey there. Is now thinking about channeling the back. I think he realized that he wasn't going to be able to escape from that one as, yeah, Faker is going to turn up. And once again, Zeus is going to be there. Finds an assist utilizing his Everfrost. Very nice.
Those souls, going back to the point you raised, is balanced around the fact that he probably can't hit you most of the time. But when he gets fed and they put all these resources in him and he can hit you all the time, well, that's just not fair. It's like almost as broken as LeBlanc having wave clear.
Yeah.
Pretty topical.
Yep, that is true. That is something that we haven't had to deal with so far this series. However, there have been equally as ridiculous things, and Bulldog getting eviscerated is going to be one of them there. Great gale force forward from GUMAYUSI to get rid of the Tristana, who went from 3-0 to 3 deaths very, very quickly. Bomba comes forward. Zeus going to be able to lock down the Zeri. The Cat is going to fall once again. I'm starting to feel bad for Yuumi. What is going on here? As now T1 are just going to take down the Nexus. Emperor's Divide just to give the Sand Soldiers some time in the sun. And yeah, Dudu, he went golden for a moment, but he will still fall. And Faker collects that kill before they take down the Nexus. A clean 2-0 here for T1.
And Owner, once again, fantastic game. Early game was great. And yeah, you can see Guma here is given resources to carry just like he was in game 1. And he will do exactly that. Faker denying him the high five.